And then let's see, this one is supposed to be that one. Alright, we're good. Yep. Just had to readjust all the audio because for some reason all of the audio changed to like serial numbers for no discernible reason whatsoever. like it's the two options that I actually have hooked up to the computer that are there, and then like serial numbers, and I'm like, but there's no third option for sound on my computer. Like I only have speakers and the headphones that are plugged into the microphone. So well, we know that this is something that doesn't actually exist because it's nothing plugged in at all. So, like, yeah, just that's the sound option you want to use. It's Google. I'm eating at the same time right now. I still have some sushi. And Google just listens in on everything and goes like, it's their algorithm, their AI kind of thing, going like, yeah, you guys should just not, just do a whole lot of not. Oh man, what is it? Have you heard about the new law, the safety laws in Illinois? Where basically, so no, they can't hold you for any crime up to and including second degree murder. That's not going to be. Yeah, it's the real life purge going on over there. Like that's like the level of fucking insanity. So, how long do you think before you have like Mad Max level fucking like street wars where like suburban families have like strapped guns to their fucking SUVs and like ghetto families have like strapped up their fucking gats on the back of fucking like pickup trucks and shit, and then like going after each other and through the streets of fucking like Chicago? Mm-hmm. Well, New York and California have a lighter version of that already, yeah, because that's where you see all the videos of people walking in and just like casually filling their backpack full of like bottles of liquor and then just walking casually back out the door. Yeah, and you know what? We don't want to punish these poor, innocent people. He was probably stealing that vodka for his baby. Like, what the fuck, man? How else is he supposed to feed his children if he doesn't have a bottle of vodka? Or 10. Because they load those backpacks up, dude. It's really high, yeah. It's like 1,000 to 1,500. So I could literally go and get like my family's groceries like every week, twice a week, and just like walk out of the door and like just, Safeway's not going to stop me. Well, no, I will because I'm white, unfortunately. So they would probably prosecute me even though it's not against the law. Like it would technically not be outside the law. Um, they'd find something else to get me with. But I'm sure if I were a black dude or some other guy, they would be fine with it because seems to be the case. Oh, you just went super quiet. I can't. Oh yeah, no worries. Yeah. Yeah, the employees are trying to get them to stop, but there's like nothing they can do short of like getting violent, and then they get in trouble. Oh yeah, well the companies are very very seriously like, and this isn't because of the laws now. This is from way back, avoiding lawsuits. All those retail companies, like I've worked for a couple, they do not want you confronting shoplifters. Like they're like, do not confront shoplifters. If you just observe them, be very obvious that you're there, and that'll dissuade a lot of them. Call the police, but don't physically try to detain them ever, because they do not want to encourage you to do that and have that on their insurance, and then you be able to sue them when you get like knifed by some dude over a pack of cigarettes. Like, because then they're going to lose like millions of dollars in like a fucking lawsuit where you're like, well, they told me to physically stop them. It was part of my job, and they didn't give me a stab vest. I had the most gung ho fucking manager at Safeway though. Like, this motherfucker was insane. Some hobo, and this is before the bullshit now. This was like 10 years ago, or no, almost 20 years ago now. So definitely before all this left wing nonsense went going crazy. And some hobo on a bike, like a 10-speed, tried to fucking strap a case of beer to the back end of it and just ride off with it without paying. And this manager went off after him, like down the street, came back with the beer and the bicycle. Right? Yeah, he came back in and he's like, if that fucking thief wants his fucking bicycle back, he has to come in and ask me nicely for it. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. What was one of the other ones? They were like 5 big black dudes, like big football player sized black dudes. That came in and ran like a thing where like one guy was like standing in a place to kind of obscure their view, while another guy distracted the clerk, and another guy went out the back with one of those hand baskets full of like, I mean, they must have had $1,000 worth of like gourmet foods and shit in there. Like, they really packed that shit full, and it was like the very like $100 steaks and shit like that. And they were down across our parking lot, through the next parking lot, and standing around looking at their ill-gotten gains, like across the street in a hotel parking lot. And this is like 1 a.m. There's nobody around anywhere where we are, because it's like the hotel parking lot. We're next to the pool, like way away from all the buildings and shit. So we're confronting, me and this one other dude, like 5 big burly black dudes, over this fucking basket of groceries, because he wanted to go after him. And I'm like, sitting there in the back of my head, I only have to outrun him. Like, I don't have to. That was part of my plan. If they started getting violent, I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. You can have whatever you want. In fact, take him and his wallet. Bye. And then just fucking go. Oh, yeah? Well, if they wanted to, he was a very pretty man. I don't think they could have done. They could have done a lot worse. He was a very, very pretty Hawaiian man. Yeah. Oh. on a team on one side at a time. Yeah, I get it. Oh man, I miss those jokes. Those jokes are funny. And you know they had white people versions of those jokes too. I don't think I've ever heard them, which is kind of disappointing. But I want to hear those. Yeah, now everybody just gets mad and shit. Nobody because before you make joke, everybody just made jokes. That's all it was. Like, it wasn't even about anything else. It was just like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was all about proving you weren't like like that you could handle it. The best bonding, everybody. good old fashioned warm home toasted phrases. No. Oh god damn. That's fucked up. that's kind of fucked up, man. Wow. Well, on my I'm not sure what my direct relationship is with this woman, but she's my cousin's wife's mother, so like his kid's grandmother, and everybody just calls her abuela, like that's what you're supposed to call her. But like her and her daughters made tamales for Christmas one year, and god damn, like it was really good shit. And they made these fucking cranberry turkey stuffing tamales. Oh, those were so fucking good. I mean, the best ones I think were probably like the pork or the chicken, but the turkey ones with the stuffing and the cranberry, it was like a weird experience, but it was good. Okay, so like yeah, tamales like freeze really good. They're one of the best foods I've ever seen. They come out of the microwave almost like they're fresh out of the steamer. Like they're almost, yeah. And you really can't tell the difference between them and like something that came fresh out of like a cart, or like somebody's oven or whatever that just got made. It's insane. Yeah, they're one of the best things you could make homemade and then freeze and keep. Well, and there's no extra steps, right? So, like, pardon, my mom's growing all kinds of green beans this year. And obviously, she got to a certain point where she was just getting way more green beans that were ripe at a time than anybody could eat. Because only her and I will eat vegetables. No one else will touch them. My sister and my brother won't touch vegetables for whatever reason. And but you got to go through and you got to blanch them and then freeze them like on a like sheet of like parchment paper or wax paper or something they won't stick to. And it's such a pain in the butt because it's like this big, long, drawn out process just to freeze little green beans. But man, tamales is just like finish them, throw them in the freezer, done. Like nothing else. They're so damn. They're perfect. I think them and pot pies are my two favorite things to microwave that are like pretty damn good out of the microwave. Yeah. The Marie Callender ones always have that little sort of like method of making the crisp, the crust a little bit crisp on the top. They used to have a foil lining thing on the top, but now what they do is, only the top of the box comes off, and then the rest is kind of like wrapped around by the box, and so the top gets like, and somehow the top still gets like crispy from that. Like I don't understand how it works, but like, hey, I'm not gonna. It comes out pretty fucking tasty, so I don't really care, like what the reasoning behind it is, but. And then also you can get one of those little pot pies, and that's like pretty much a meal right there. You don't even have to get the big ones, because I mean those are pretty fucking rich pot pies, like the frozen ones from Marie Callender. They're like, those are so rich. No, I've never done the KFC pot pies. I'll have to try that. Just get a pot pie or something the next time I'm ordering from Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yeah. Yes. Oh, what's up, Mr. Stensheffer? So they have like a different style of crust though, because it's not on the bottom and the sides; it's just over the top. Right, the KFC one. Oh, it's a different kind. Okay. Huh. Yeah, that's usually what I do with pot pies. Like, except I use a bowl. But yeah, you just sort of like stir it all up. I don't think I can't actually remember. Oh, Detroit is muted? That's weird. Yeah, and he should be hearing you too. I would think. And I thought I heard you. That's the part that's weird. Maybe that'll work? No, I'm not hearing you either. It's not you. It's definitely me. No, I'm hearing you, but the OBS is not. Yeah, no, I don't know why I can't hear you on there. That's weird. Okay. I am confused. Is that better? Yeah, I'm waiting right now. So it's, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, really. And right now I'm listening to see. I have no idea what's going on. That's so strange. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. My speakers were playing back out, and then my microphone was picking it up and playing that as an extra sound over my I was getting a double echo over my audio of my own voice, because I hear my own voice when I talk now. Let's see. I'm looking.
But I'm still not coming through.
I wonder if that did it. Okay. I'm looking.
Testing. 1.
Yeah, now we wait for
But I'm still not coming through.
I wonder if that did it. Okay.
I'm looking. Testing. 1.
No,
Anyone?
No testing. It did not work.
What the fuck, man?
Let's see.
Alright, maybe if I drop off and come back in? Hold on, let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let me give that a shot. Alright. Alright, maybe if I drop off and come back in? Hold on, let's try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let me give that a shot. Alright. Alright, maybe if I drop off and come back in? Hold on, let's try that. If it works.
Okay, I think
see what happened. Oh, yeah.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Coming through. Testing.
I think we're good.
Yeah. Wait in silence for 30 seconds. Testing.
Yep. Okay, we're good. Yeah.
Fuck. I guess. All right. Well, I guess we'll know from now on. I guess it was somehow on my end.
I don't know. Right. Because I was also adjusting some other stuff. There's like 4 or 5 different places you can adjust audio channels and what's collecting what and going where. And so it just takes a while to go through all of them, because I don't normally have to fuck with any of them, but for some reason all the settings changed to pick up another device entirely that was never hooked up to the computer. So I don't know what that's about. That's a weird one.
Yeah. That was bizarre.
Oh, did you...
But whatever.
Oh, man. So, because we need to get off this topic. Did you get to see the craziness over all the, Trump having that meeting on the golf course thing?
I don't think so.
Yeah, apparently Trump and a bunch of other people met up to play golf somewhere. Because of all the FBI BS, where they went after like 40 of his compatriots, and now they're going after him with all the fake nonsense that's not real.
Okay.
So we're gonna get you for crimes the president literally cannot possibly commit. Like, all right, this is a plan. It's a weird one, but I guess I think my favorite of all the dumb shit over that is the fucking retards that are like, he's selling nuclear codes to the Russians, and you're like, do you think that those aren't? Do you think they're the same from president to president? Obama wrote those fucking nuclear codes down and handed them to Trump on like a little business card or some shit. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
How do you think that fucking works, man? Like, that's on a rotating algorithm and a satellite connected chip, right? Like, it's probably changing every minute, like literally every 60 seconds.
Yeah, yeah. It seems like the encryption should be pretty pretty elaborate for something like
definitely.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts.
Oh
fucking,
man.
Yeah. The Trump derangement, dude. This is definitely a real thing.
Yes, but I just some of the stuff people will believe. It's like any rational person would say, like, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Yeah, but
oh my god, the nuclear code. But yeah, so all that stuff. So him and a bunch of people met up on a golf course, and everybody, like, I guess, like, flipped shit. And was like, they're having super secret spy moments or something.
Yeah, they're all Russian assets. They're trying to smuggle the nuclear secrets out.
You get those nuclear power.
But yeah. And I guess Biden was claiming he didn't know all that shit was about to happen.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
He's the one that is trying to strip the executive privilege or whatever.
I don't know, dude. That whole thing is pretty fucking dodgy.
Right? Yeah. Like, no, I'm going to go back and strip your executive privilege. It's never been done before, and there's no law saying I have the fucking capabiliity, or the authority to do it.
Like, it's not up to him. It's not a decision he gets to make. Because it's literally enshrined in the Constitution. Like, we're talking about literally, like, how the Constitution functions. Like, if they literally change the Constitution without actually going through the process, that will be civil war. Like, there's no way any of the states would stand for that. It's just...
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. Yeah, the lengths that they're fucking going to try to... Because they're going to have to cheat extra hard next time. Like, even harder than last time.
Yeah, oh, definitely. The whole thing is nutty.
Because, I think at this point, even a lot of Democrats are like, God damn, Biden really does fucking suck.
Yes. I don't know what is going on with that whole thing, because you would think, like, obviously Biden, like, the economy is pretty terrible.
Yeah, gas prices out of fucking control.
Just in general, yeah.
Yeah, well, inflation is fucking insane, dude. Like, it's still, every time because I'll pick up my son up from work, and, like, a lot of times they'll want to go fucking get fast food or whatever after he gets off of work. And they're like, prices, dude. I'm like, this is fucking nuts.
The same burger that would have cost you, like, $20, or, like, cost you $5 before is, like, $20 now. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like like a double cheeseburger at, like, Burger King. Back before all the crazy inflation, was like $1.69. Like, I'm thinking it was still less than a year ago, or maybe about a year ago, maybe a little longer, but not that long ago. And now it's $2.99. So it's gone from $1.69 to $2.99 in a very short period of time.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, what is it like? A lot of people, the prices they pay now for stuff are kind of silly, just because, like, the convenience economy is kind of, like, driven a lot of prices up for people artificially. So, like,
right.
I mean, like, there's also the added cost of a lot of people just get, like, everything delivered. Like Burger King, Taco Bell, like, they don't go to drive-thrus as much anymore. But I mean, the difference is massive, and I wonder if a lot of people really understand just how massive the difference is. But like, what is it? It's like $30 or $40 for an order of Panda Express over, like, the delivery service. Like you might spend about $30 to $40 depending on what you get. Like, you get, like, drinks, or I don't know. Some people get, like, egg rolls and shit thrown on top of their little plate, whatever thing.
Right.
But then you go there and it's like $12 to $15. You know, like you're spending literally like half the fucking money.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Yeah, just going and driving, you know, like a short distance yourself. I mean, you're not even really doing that much work.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking insane. I've still never used any of those delivery services.
Really? You know what? Honestly, don't start.
Yeah, and I live fucking like, you know, the nearest thing to me is 2 miles away, and there's only a few things that are less than like 7 or 8 miles away.
The only one I would say that's kind of worth it, the only one I'd say is probably like Uber Eats. But that's because you can also get a bunch of like groceries and stuff through there, so maybe like Instacart would also be good.
Yeah, my son works at the grocery store. His job is to pick for the online orders that people make.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and they don't charge shit for that. Yeah, I mean, you still have to drive to, you know, pick it up or whatever, but you don't have to get out of your fucking car.
Yeah. But you can literally just pick, like for like, you know, $30 you can get a gallon of milk dropped to your house. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's insane to me. 'Cause it's the grocery store is not that far away, and I don't even bother doing the fucking online ordering, dude. Just go in and fucking, you know, shop. But I understand people that do. Because, again, all you got to do is drive up to the spot where you know, you're supposed to pick it up. They bring it out to you on fucking carts or whatever.
Yeah.
I like
the Safeway one for that, where they'll bring it out to your car. Like that one.
Yeah, no, I think all of them do. I think all of them do that. Well, the one my son, he doesn't work at Safeway, but he does that, and they bring it out to the car.
I've never had that from any of the other ones, but I've never really looked.
Yeah.
Plus, like, you know, like I canceled a couple of the services because like they were ripoffs. Like DoorDash, literally, like, well, some dude ate a bunch of my food and they refused to refund me for it.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, but no, my son works at Fry's here, and it's Kroger owns all the Fry's. They own Ralph's too. I would imagine Ralph's doesn't charge for it either then. But yeah, they don't charge for that. And again, they bring it out to the car for you and everything.
They may not charge for it, but I believe the prices are different. So like you're maybe spending an extra 20 cents an item potentially. Like you're not definitely spending that much each time, but each item is just a little more expensive than you would normally find it in the store. But not enough that it's really like it's not a huge issue.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, $100 you might be spending an extra like $5. But then again, you're getting that service of them bringing it out to your car, so you could they could charge me a fee, and I'd be happy to pay it too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never actually looked into it because I guess I'm old-fashioned that way. I just go into the store and shop.
Yeah, I would like to. My back is bad, so I can't really get in the store and do that. I'd have to like go into the store and get one of those little carts or whatever, and I'm not gonna fucking do that. If I can just get it brought out to my car instead.
Yeah, I hear you.
It used to be like you couldn't really customize your order that well, but now you can. So
Gotcha.
It's not even like really an issue as far as like you can be like, well, if they don't have this thing that I ordered, like pick this up instead.
Yeah,
it's one of those. It's not really like it's a pretty damn good deal. But I honestly though, like if that and then the occasional like Instacart or whatever thing where you can just have them bring like a fucking like what was the other night I was making meatloaf and I didn't realize we were out of milk, and so it was like, oh well shit, now I need, I gotta have a little bit of milk to add to the mashed potatoes, and you gotta have a little bit of milk for the gravy. You can't just be like dairy free.
Right.
So yeah,
I want to make shepherd's pie. I haven't made it.
$20. Some dude drove us a quart of milk out, so it was like, or a half gallon, whatever.
Yeah, I would probably still just drive to the store myself. But yeah,
well, driving to the store wasn't a really good option because I didn't, I didn't have I was in the middle of cooking. So.
Yeah, I got you.
Keep your head down.
Yeah, if you're right in the middle of cooking everything, and then yeah. How long does it take from the time you order it till it gets there? Like, I'm guessing like what, 30 minutes, 40 minutes? Or is it even faster than that?
Depends on the time of day. It could take a while if you were trying to order in the middle of the night, but during the middle of the day, like the normal business hour, kind of like, or not normal business hours, but like, what do you call it?
Yeah, like the rush hour, or not rush hour, but the high,
from
high
like
volume time.
7 a.m. to like 10 p.m. Like just like the normal time when like people are out doing stuff.
That's better.
And I'd say that time, probably about 20 minutes on average. From when you put the order in to when it's in your hands, your steamy, grubby, hot little hands.
Alright. That's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, this guy got some fucking wall hacks. Knew right where I was. Wow, that's definitely wall hacks. Yeah. I was in like a real weird, obscure place on the map that no one would ever go for any reason. And this guy just walked straight over to watch me walk out the front, like the fucking out of the hallway. Just immediately, as soon as I was there, knew right where I was. It was one of those things where you're like, all right, yeah, you're definitely watching me through the walls, because like there's zero circumstances under which that would ever be a place you would look in that position that you're in.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, whatever, it was skirmish. And it's Overwatch at this point. Like, it's just like everybody's gonna cheat. I just try to find fun stuff to do. Like, I'm trying to play this big fist guy. He punches everybody. He didn't have a gun. Well, he has like a shitty little gun with like 4 shots that doesn't do a whole lot of damage.
Alright.
But everything is just like him punching shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's kind of entertaining to just like go and punch people.
Yeah.
And do stupid shit like go way, way back in the enemy lines. Where there's no way I'm gonna survive this. I'm just gonna die. It's cool though.
Yeah. So there's still a shitload of cheaters in that. I assume you're doing Overwatch, right?
Yes. Oh god, yes. So many cheaters.
Has over.
One of my favorites was I was playing Echo, which is a flying character, and somebody else was playing a character that's like a flying around character that shoots rockets. And I just got myself stuck. I can't. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay. I just got myself stuck in the spawn room, so I can't get back to my team. That was good. That was a good choice.
Alright.
But this guy was fucking hitting me like with rockets. Like fucking in ways that don't make sense, because you'd have to be
Fuck, did it cut off on me?
No, sorry, I was just in a moment there. This is probably my last round, because this is I'm not really feeling it. And this character takes too much like thought. most of the characters are just like point and shoot. You don't really have to like think while you're playing. And this one is like you kind of have to sneak in and do like be sneaky guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotta be sneaky guy.
Yeah, a little distracting.
Yep.
You gotta sneak up on him and pound him with your fists. Yeah, if you're going up against people with the fucking wall hacks, they can see where the fuck you're at through walls and shit.
Oh yeah, well, and the fucking aimbots in this game are like ridiculous anyway. There's not much point. Yeah, and then like what was it the other day I was playing? This person just didn't take damage. Like they just didn't get hurt at all. Like it didn't matter what you did, they just didn't get hurt. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking nuts, dude.
It was definitely one of those things where you're like, wow, man, that's not cool at all. Like fuck that, man. Oh, here was the lawsuit that the first one I saw in the Discord. The one where the guy fucking pulled the GPS tracker off his car and it turned out that the police had planted it there. And so they sued him and tried to make that like that you can't just take the tracker off your car if you find some random fucking tracker on your car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you gotta think that's a fucking crazy one, right? Like, you know, this dude just
yeah.
found a GPS tracker. There's no way he could have known that was the cops. You know, that
yeah,
could also been
fuck,
like,
dude?
you know, his wife. It could have been some fucking you know, some other person for fucking some who knows what nefarious
whatever
is.
Fucking reason. Yeah,
it'd be creepy as hell to find one that you didn't know about. You know, no
that's bizarre, dude.
So of course, you know, his first response upon finding it was to take it off, right? Like, you know.
Yeah. Fucking smash that thing.
Yeah, any rational person would be like, no, that's gotta go. I gotta take that shit off. And I think a lot of people might call the police and be like, hey, yo, this is kind of creeping me the fuck out. What can you tell me about that? Like, is this my wife? Is this, you know, can you track down who owns this? Because I didn't give them permission to put this on my car, and this can't be legal.
Yeah. I wonder if they have to come back and say, oh, no, that was us. Yeah, we've been tracking you. We put that on your car without your knowledge.
Yeah.
I would hope they
would conversation
a fucking a warrant or whatever the fuck. Like I would assume there's somebody that would have to approve that, right? Like a court at least.
Yeah, I mean, they had a warrant. The police had a warrant to put the tracker on there, but the tracker didn't have any indication of who made it or why. So this dude, you know, saw it, pulled it off his car, and threw it away. You know, because like, what else are you going to do with it? Like, obviously.
Yeah. I'd be freaked the fuck out, dude.
So the police went after him for it because they're like, well, you can't do that. That's not okay. And it's like, wait, how the fuck is he's supposed to know he's not allowed to throw away a tracker that he didn't even know, you know, that you put up there that he had nothing to say with? Like, he didn't agree to.
Yeah, I assume the tracker didn't have like fucking whatever town police department stamp on it or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Did he actually get fucking? Did he lose the case?
As far as I know, the case is ongoing, so like no way to know yet. Like,
dude, that's utterly ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and those things take years. You know, like that guy's gonna go through years and years of like litigation and all sorts of bullshit. And court fees and lawyer fees and all this other shit. All for fucking, what do you call it?
Yeah, because the police department's pissed that he fucking found it and threw it away. Yeah.
And it's like, well, you guys clearly are shitty at your jobs.
Yeah, you'd have something you can hide a little better.
Yeah, like, a fucking 100% to hide a little better. Yeah, exactly. Like, yo, motherfuckers. Like, don't complain. Just do a better fucking job.
But no, I guess that's The way things go nowadays.
Oh yeah, well I mean like the apparently the FBI can go and like bother whoever fucking the current president's political opponents are, and that's acceptable as long as it's as long as it's a Republican. It's okay to try to intimidate and bully people from being able to run for office that might win.
Yeah.
Because you can't deny like there's no other reason that that's going on. Like there's nothing at all other than like as a way to try to prevent Trump from winning.
Yeah, it's 100% politically motivated. We're going to give you this overly broad fucking warrant so you can fucking take everything and hope to find
investigate
something.
a crime. You as the president, by your very nature of having been president, cannot have committed.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to like let anyone know. You can just declassify documents. Like, it's that simple. At any point, for any reason, you can just be like declassified.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell anybody. There's no like. You don't have to file a request. You are the ultimate authority in that respect, as the president. And I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe that to a certain extent, that authority remains with you after you leave office. And whatever documents you may actually still retain after your presidency that you kept are all still declassified by their very nature of being owned by you.
I believe it was ridiculous. It's ridiculous that to think that you wouldn't, the next guy into the office can strip you of that. Like that's
not how that works. Yeah, the president doesn't have the authority to strip the ex-president of any of his presidential authority.
Yeah. I mean, it's so fucking obvious that that's such a horrible idea, and that's going to, obviously be used for nefarious means almost fucking certainly.
Well, it's outside the president's authority because the president can't arbitrarily change the Constitution. In order to do that, the president would literally be changing the Constitution altogether, and that's not within the president's authority. So literally, that would be like if Biden does that, and this crazy sort of communist sort of underground group of people that are trying to force communism on the country, they've sort of wiggled their way into all these positions like judgeships and other political positions of authority, try to force it through, try to keep it in place. You will definitely see states just dropping out of the union and saying we're not part of the union anymore, and then the military is going to get involved, and it's going to get real fucking ugly real fucking fast. But you cannot have like the president have the authority to do anything to the president prior. Like, that just needs to not be there other than pardon. Like, that was the one thing that happened with Nixon that was acceptable. Like, all the rest of the shit that happened to Nixon was pretty ridiculous. But, like, the next president being like, you know what, he stepped down, they didn't impeach him, I'm gonna pardon him officially of everything so that there's no more reason for any of this to keep going on.
Yeah, preemptively pardon him.
That was an incredibly good move. Like, that's the kind of move you want to make so that you're not alienating an entire political party.
Yeah.
And especially because it's a smart move because most of what they went after Nixon for was bullshit. And had they continued to investigate it, it might not have gone in their favor anymore. Like, once he's out of office, then it's potentially that investigation could end up turning and going the other way because other people are going to start getting involved, and it's going to get to a big political morass. And so I'm always telling people to mix Mountain Dew and whiskey, and everybody says, that sounds gross. And I'm just like, whatever, it's really, really good. It's what it was. It's why they invented Mountain Dew.
Right,
was
right.
originally created as a mixer for whiskey specifically. But apparently there's a big thing about taking a light beer and mixing Mountain Dew in with your light beer. It's supposed to make the light beer like way better. I've seen that on TikTok in a couple of places. I just thought that was interesting that Mountain Dew is becoming a mixer in an entirely different way.
Yeah, besides whiskey, mixing it in with fucking beer.
Beer. The guy that I saw trying it, he was like, yeah, it just tastes like now it's a big mug of Mountain Dew. There's no more beer taste. And I was like, well, you were drinking a really shitty, like, Coors Light beer, so... the Mountain Dew taste, it's clearly an improvement.
Yeah, I never understood drinking light beer. Well, I guess the calorie thing, but I don't know. I just never did it.
I don't make any sense to me neither. If you're not drinking beer to be healthy, I say drink really good beer and just drink a couple. Don't feel the need to get wasted on beer because you can buy liquor for that. I never understood that part.
Yeah.
Like the people that would sit and drink like a case of beer every night. It's like you could get the same from a bottle of whiskey over the course of like 4 nights, and it cost you like half or a quarter of the amount of money you're spending. Easily.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
It's like I understood my dad's alcoholism. It was vodka every night with lime and tonic water. And he'd mix it about 50-50.
Cost effective. Oh, wow.
About half vodka, half tonic water, and then a squeeze of lime. And it'd be like a big 16-ounce glass, like a big 16-ounce tumbler glass full of fucking ice and vodka.
Cost effective, I guess.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, and for the longest time, he only drank like the most rot gut, bottom fucking shelf vodka we could find.
Right.
I don't know why, because like we were like, at the very least, let us get you like the standard Costco vodka. It's not really expensive. It's a good mid-range, like a mid-quality vodka. It's not like the best quality, it's not the worst. But he would only drink like the piss poor, like go to like the drugstore and you pick up like a fucking liter of this rot gut vodka for like $3 or whatever. Like the crazy, ridiculous, cheap vodka.
Yeah.
It's like, what's that guy? Tom Hanks is apparently a big fan of Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's his beer of choice. Yeah, I guess some people just have weird taste. I do remember that when I did drink beer, one of my favorite beers was just a Miller. Just a regular Miller. Or like a regular Coors. They always kind of tasted similar to me.
Yeah, regular Budweiser, any of that shit. It's fine.
100%.
I like the, I always drink Killian's. I drink Killian's a lot.
I don't think I've ever had a Killian's. Never heard of that one.
I don't even know if they I assume they still brew it somewhere, but yeah, it was popular back then. Or kind of popular back then. I don't know if it still is.
Was a thing back in the day?
Yeah.
If you're an old man, you probably remember Killian's.
Indeed. Oh, shit.
Oh, what is it? There's a radio show now. I don't know how far out it goes. I know it's broadcast in our area. But it's a computer program done Wolfman Jack. And it takes like calls from like modern day, like regular folks just call in the radio and request songs.
Right.
And then I guess it takes their audio and mixes it in and makes it sound like they're talking to Wolfman Jack to get their song played on the radio.
Oh, wow. All right. So that super gravelly fucking voice.
Yes, yes. The Wolfman Jack gravel voice, for sure. That's a pretty fucking crazy one. And then all the songs are like from his era, more or less, like from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah,
like they're not playing Justin Bieber on that radio station.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm playing this Dishonored 2 game. And there's basically, I'm on this level where, like, because there's like witchcraft and shit like that in here, like magic kind of shit or whatever. And basically, I've got this timepiece thing where I can basically, like, I'm in this mansion. There, it's like this old rundown mansion, right? But with the timepiece, you can basically flip back and forth between present day and back whenever like the shit went down that you're trying to find out what happened back then. And what's really cool about it is you can flip up this weird lens thing where you can, you know, like on half the screen you can see where you're at currently, and you can switch back and forth between the times between, you know, here and years ago. But there's this lens that'll show you like one half of the screen is still where you're currently at, but where the little lens is, you can see what it looked like back then. Yeah, it's pretty cool because there's like
not
a spot
surprise when you go there.
Right. Well, basically, what I had been, because like in the old rundown one, there's no guards or anything, but in the past, there's a shitload of guards, so I can see where the guards are at. I can pop up right behind them, fucking kill them, and then just swap back to the fucking the current day. So they have no way of fucking catching me. Because there'll be other guards that start coming after you, but you just morph back into the fucking present day, dude. It's kind of OP, but it's fun. It's fun. You know, it's fun. Yeah, or this part where I'm like, there's a safe, like in the past, like it was obviously like a vault. You know, with the fucking huge ass door, but in the present day, it's fucking completely gone and just run down, or it's just open. It looks like. So basically, in the past, it's still closed. Yeah. So you walk in the present day, you're inside, then you morph to the past, and you're inside the vault, like that kind of shit.
Oh, nice. Imagine it from the perspective of the guards.
Yeah, dude. Like, what the fuck? The guy just popped in, killed you. I saw him do it. And then the motherfucker just disappeared. I think I need a combination or something.
They'd be like terrified.
Yeah. Yeah, if that happened to me, I wouldn't be sticking around trying to find out. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, yeah, that's it for me. I'm either going on vacation or I just fucking quit.
You know what? I think it's finally time to go back and work for good old Dad in the shoe factory. I thought I hated the smell of leather, but suddenly it doesn't seem so bad. Because nobody pops in and out of existence killing people in the shoe factory. In fact, nobody dies at the shoe factory because my dad has a really good safety record, and there's been no accidents in the last 6 months. I gotta go. Like, fuck this.
Yeah, it's not worth fucking... the increase in pay is not worth dying for. Because, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably next. He's probably going to pop up behind me and kill me before I even know he's there, too.
God damn, dude, that would be so terrifying. Oh yeah, there was the other story I found that I thought was funny. You know, like people in like all their jobs are like, you know what, I'm gonna quit this job and this gas station's gonna fall apart. Like everybody's worked with that guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you've worked with that guy. I've worked with that guy. I've never been that guy, thankfully, because people are like, oh, I'm gonna quit and da da da. I'm like, yeah, I'm a fucking monkey. They could replace me easy.
Yeah.
Fucking 20 minutes and a fucking bunch of bananas, and they'll walk down the road and find some other stupid monkey like me to work that job, you know? And, you know, because, like, it's not brain surgery fucking doing a register.
Yeah.
But this lady, she apparently says it, and it fucking was a real thing.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, 100%. Oh, pardon me. She was a clerk in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
Was it she's a clerk in a small town. She also did a bunch of other shit. But it was a small town that she asked for vacation, and they were like, no vacation for you. And she's like, oh, bye. And so she quit. And literally the town shut down.
Wow.
Like, they have to, if you want to get your car registered, if you want to do like any one of 100 things that you would normally go down to your like city hall or like DMV or whatever to do, like building permits, everything. Like, it's just like, good luck getting that done somewhere else, dummy. Yeah. She actually was, and they're still looking for people, like someone to replace her. It's not even like, it's so sad if you think about it. Like, just one of those things where you're like, God damn.
Yeesh. Damn it. What am I fucking doing here? Oh yeah, okay, so 5 o'clock, it looks like my son's getting off at about 5, so I'll be on the road.
Oh, that's right, you gotta fucking go.
Securing the objective.
Why is it cutting out now, dude? What the fuck? Oh shit, are you hearing me still?
Yeah, I'm still hearing you.
Cutting out. Okay, alright, now we're back. I don't know, for some reason he was cutting out.
Am I cutting out, or is your like internet cutting out?
Nope. I just dropped the phone. That's probably not helping.
Oh.
Yeah, it's probably my internet. Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty shitty signal right now. Alright. I'll go back outside if I have to.
Yo, run out, run away, run away.
Oh, whoops. I moved back to the present.
Go
a
back
gigantic
outside.
statue.
There is no outside.
Only the internet exists. Only the internet is real. Okay, that will close the safe back up. Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta go back to the present to get back out of the fucking vault.
Oh, hold on a sec, somebody's at my door.
Alright.
Double kill. Back online.
Heroes never die.
Standing by.
I apparently got a package. I didn't know I had a package still to come. I thought I had all my stuff.
Ah, nice.
I mean, don't get me wrong, not complaining. Just,
Right. Just a pleasant surprise.
yeah, I was just like, oh.
When the hell did I order this?
Okay, that's kind of sus.
What happened?
Oh, I get there, I land out of this fucking clear blue sky, and I happen to get caught in Reinhardt's charge. I don't know, that was just like weird fucking bad luck for me, I guess. But
Or shenanigans.
I don't know.
It could also be
That'd be pretty
shenanigans.
tough to do shenanigans-wise.
Yeah. Just really bad luck. Want to rewire it? Right.
Yay.
2 times. Alright, is there a way to get through all this shit? Not really. Oh, kinda. Okay. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this has probably been done in other games, but I can't remember playing a game where it did that shit. Oh, yeah, kind of. But it's a pretty cool little setup.
Gotta be careful, man.
So now I have to kind of remember, not really remember, but just going through, because there's spots I have to get to, you know, in both times. So I have to figure out, okay.
How to, like, mix up the times.
Yeah. Or when I gotta switch back and forth. Like, I'm back in the present. I got into this room because in the past there's just doors that you have to open to go through, but in the present there's like a fucking a statue in front of the door, and you know, like you cannot get through it in the present. So you just whip to the past, go through the door.
Well, that's in a lot of different games. Like I remember like in every fucking every Link game ever has had some sort of that or another.
I'm trying to think. Too Human. I don't know if you ever played Too Human. That was from a while ago. But yeah, it was kind of like that too. Where you go through and fucking. Yeah, you'd be in one spot and it would affect the real world too. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh shit, I wonder if it lets me go outside in the past. Oh shit, it does. Let's see. I forgot I'm in the past. There, I'm in the present, I mean. Let's see, in the past. Let's see if I can. Yeah, oh, there's people out there. There we go.
Oh man.
I
finally died. I figure at least I'm broadcasting video game stuff. There's not a lot that's been going on politically that's been very interesting. I mean, it's been the same old bullshit. Don't get me wrong. Like,
yeah, it's fucked up.
But we're on that razor's edge, and it's really hard to maintain that that terror for very long.
Yeah. The uncertainty and all that. You can only stay on fucking high alert for so long.
Yeah, before it just stops being like that interesting. Yeah, I wonder if that's what they're going for. They're like, okay, we just have to have stuff so fucked up that people become used to it and are like indifferent to it. Yep.
Wouldn't be surprising.
That would actually, that actually wouldn't be that surprising. They're like, we just want you to be so fucking stressed out all the time.
Yeah, that you just stop questioning it and you're like, yep, everything's fucked up. Oh well.
Nothing's ever gonna get better.
Yeah. Like maybe it's by design. They're like, all right, well, Biden's gonna have to do something even fucking more stupid to make people forget about the Afghanistan fiasco. You know, let's get gas prices up to $5 a gallon, and then count it as a success when we get it back down to fucking $4.
Yep. I mean, right now I just put gas in the tank. It was $5.14 a gallon.
Oh yeah, it's even worse for you. I forgot. Like here, it's down to like $3.80 or something, $3.90. But yeah,
that's not bad, dude.
Higher. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's California for you. Everything's like $1.50 more per unit price.
Yeah, everything's fucking crazy.
Because, yeah, I think when we were there back in June, it was like almost $7 a gallon. Some crazy shit like that. Shit. I'm gonna go back here. I don't want to kill this poor lady that's just making dinner.
Yes,
But
you
if she
do.
says
Don't
she-
lie.
oh,
You tell me you don't want to kill some fucking innocent lady. You absolutely do. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think that Sombra turned on an aimbot. That's pretty fucking...
what the fuck? You butchered a werewolf or something. What the fuck? Gross. Oh wait, maybe I do want to kill these bitches. I think they're up to some nefarious witchcraft shit involving cooking shit. Alright, how do I get back out of this? Yes. Is there a window into that? I wonder if I can open that. Oh wow, that's almost exactly the same. Interesting.
Gotta get those masculine
dude.
fucking sparkling water drinks that I drink so much of.
Yeah, the St. Croix?
Yeah, like the Croix.
Oh, the Croix, yeah, sorry.
The Croix.
Yeah. Did you see the guy running for it's like a House seat in Pennsylvania, I think it is. The one it's the one where Dr. Oz is running against him. You know Dr. Oz, the guy, the doctor's on TV or whatever.
The genius guy, very smart guy. Dr. Oz knows everything, right?
Oh yeah, dude. All right, but the guy that he's running against, have you seen it? The guy had like a stroke.
No, I haven't.
He had a stroke, dude.
Oh, wow.
And like he's like trying to give like a public speech, and he's stumbling all over the shit because his brain's fucked up from the stroke. And like they're not replacing him or anything. Like they're still having him run for the fucking seat when he's obviously his brain is fucking fried. Yeah, like it's embarrassing.
Isn't Dr. Oz like? I mean, wasn't they claiming that Dr. Oz was going to lose like so bad?
Adjusting angle of attack.
I have a really tough time believing that Dr. Oz was in such bad contention. If I don't believe Dr. Oz was doing so bad if they're going to keep running a guy with a stroke against him. Because then they can be like, Dr. Oz, took away the seat from this poor innocent man with a stroke,
Yeah, this poor, I guess you'd call him disabled at that point. But yeah, dude, I'll have to find some videos because it's fucking insane. Because they're trying to claim, like, people are like trying to spin it. I guess they're hoping that people that would vote for the guy buy it and don't like look at any of the footage. But they're like, oh no, this is just selective editing. It's making him look bad. Yeah, no. His brain is obviously fucked. He can't fucking speak and make, like, yeah, it's, like I said, I can't explain it exactly, but he's kind of stammering and just not making much sense. I'm like, why the fuck would you not just be like, alright, you gotta stop running and we're putting the second place person in there because
you would think.
Obviously, but no,
whoever
they're
you
still
were
having
running against in the primaries should probably take over that position.
Yeah, they should definitely be swapping him out for someone else. But as of now, they have yet to do that.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
that doesn't make much sense, but like, I guess whatever. I mean, I don't fucking understand what these commie fucks do at this point.
Yeah, they might even prefer it. They're like, yeah, no, we'll get that guy in. We'll do a bunch of shady shit in his name. He won't know what the fuck is going on because his brain is fried. Kind of like, what they're doing with Biden.
Yeah, Biden who can't fucking get off stage without like a handler.
Yeah, directing him in which way to fucking go. How about I wander over here behind this bush? Is this where I'm supposed to be? Where's the ice cream?
Where's the ice cream? That's a good question.
Yeah, Biden loves his ice cream. Alright, I'm going to set a reminder. Alert. Because I will not remember. Or I'll lose track of time and it'll be like 5:15.
Oh shit, yeah, when are you supposed to get him? Like, when should you be leaving?
The store, he actually transferred to the store that's right, like 5 minutes from my house. So it's not too bad now. Because he used to work on the one that was in town and like kind of on the far edge, the further edge of town. So it was like 7 or 8 miles away. So now it's only like 5 minutes. So not too bad. Set a few reminders.
Yeah.
And I should probably put shoes and a shirt on and be ready to go. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking amazing, dude. I cannot believe that they're still trying to run the dude. It's nuts.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Roadhog.
I think it's funnier if you just... well, not... It's sad, I guess, but... It's just funny because he's like... Obviously, he has a thought about something, and he's trying to communicate it. And he's just not able to do it.
Yeah. Well, you know... I mean, the fact that Biden's a monster, kind of like, I don't have any real, like, sympathy for the man, because, like, you know, the list of just fucking kids, so, like, I don't really feel a lot of, like, oh, poor old kitty fiddler.
Yeah, no, I was talking more about the other guy, the one that's running against Dr. Oz.
Yeah, poor old kitty fiddler, he's just, you know, he's just a fuddy-duddy old man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's obviously
that child molester trying to, like, you know, put him in jail for, you know, all the fucking horrible crimes he's committed against this nation.
Yeah, he's been incredibly corrupt for a very long time. So, yeah, it's definitely, you know, fuck that guy. You know, it's pretty obvious Hunter Biden has just been bilking fucking countries and shit for, well, I guess they're getting good return on investment, but, just incredibly corrupt. Ukraine, again, shocking that they're super supportive of Ukraine after he was paid, what, $60,000 a month to be on the board of an energy company in Ukraine. Yeah, nothing suspicious there.
God damn. That had to sting. Go head to head with somebody that's the same character and just get fucking demolished.
Like, wow, that guy really sucks at this game.
Oh, it was just happened to line up at the right moment. Everything was really lucky on my part. That was not skill.
Alright. You gotta take a little credit, dude.
No, I walked out the door from the place where you spawn in and hit the little button that made me fly up in the air, and he was literally like point blank in front of me, like I couldn't possibly have missed.
Yeah, well, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was a really, really lucky spot. It's a situation for me, not so much for him.
Gotcha.
But I'm gonna talk shit anyway, because you know,
oh yeah, I know. You still gotta let him have it, dude. Yeah.
Gotta get him again. That time I got him just because I was paying more attention.
Yeah, there you go. See, I told you, that guy sucks. It wouldn't have mattered if he knew you were coming or not. What a dumbass, not cheating.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the fair. I don't think anybody right now is like messing around with like aimbots or anything. It's just oh, I couldn't quite get that turret out of play. Fucking Roadhog guarding it.
Alright, give me a second. I'm just gonna throw a shirt on here.
Oh, we gotta get dressed and get the kid?
Just taking out the trash. Just taking out the trash.
Alright. I'm back. Okay, cool. Alright, I got the reminder set. I have my wallet and all that shit ready to go.
Learning from that one. Adaptive circuits engaged. Road hog.
Use for the vehicle.
I'm going whole hog.
All right. Fuck, I forget that guy's name, dude. All right. Yeah, I guess I can type in
that guy's
Dr.
got
Oz
something
and
going
probably
on.
find it.
That guy had some sort of fucking extra health thing or something, because that's way more damage than that guy can fucking take. Roadhog can heal himself, but not that level. I'm sorry, that was fucking ridiculous.
Oh, he's actually running for... No. Oh. Okay, no. I'm pretty sure it's a House seat he's running for. I don't think it's...
Oh, it's a representative, not a like the senator.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. Oh, fuck. Maybe I'm confusing it with something else. This is from months ago, though, so I'm trying to see. Oh, it is Senate. Holy shit. Fetterman. The guy's name's Fetterman. F-E-T-T-E-R... Yeah, F-E-T-T-E-R-M-A-N is his...
Fetterman. Oh, okay. Like fetish with man attached.
Kinda.
I don't know.
It's got 2 T's.
Fucking, I'm bored.
It's got 2 T's.
There's no good like crazy political drama.
Yeah.
Just have fun with.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
do have
okay, so it's
a karaoke contest
Letterman.
coming up at the end of the month, though.
Ah, nice.
Got to decide what song I want to sing for that. Like, as it stands right now, I'm signed up to sing the Johnny Cash version of "Hurt."
Oh, right,
I mean,
right.
'cause, you know, that's just a classic kind of can't go wrong with Johnny Cash kind of thing.
She had her reasons.
But I know a lot of other songs, so I'm debating. Because, like, you know, like there's some really good Jewel songs that I could do.
3, 2, 1.
Alright.
Like, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Hurt. That seems like a
Prioritizing combat function.
kind of a dark choice, dude. But interesting nonetheless. Alright, this one's pretty short. Let me see if I can... Hold on, let me see if I can play it with captions first. Oh shit, do I have to open up sound down? Oh, I do. Okay, hold on. Closed captioning. Ah, okay. Oh, it is turned on. Okay.
Sorry, I have to actually pay attention for half a second there because it was getting kind of hairy.
Going free. Finishing them off.
Oh shit, that wasn't all the way down. Okay, luckily it was playing through the speakers, so I'm assuming you guys did not do any of that.
No, you're fine. Yeah.
Or through my earbuds, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, if you thought you were playing sound? No, you're not playing sound.
Alright, cool. Yeah, I just realized, I'm like, oh yeah, I got the ear fucking upload date. Let's say this week. That'll probably help. I feel like, YouTube must be scrubbing a lot of this shit, because I'm having a hard time finding it.
Oh, yeah. That is a fucking obnoxious issue. YouTube memory holding shit happens all the goddamn time. There's stuff I absolutely know existed.
Adaptive circuits engaged. Or reset.
Oosh.
Oh, man. I can hear a lawnmower going. Is that you or me?
I would think that would have to be you.
Oh no, it's not lawnmower. It's some sort of other equipment. The roof guys do a lot of work. They're fucking really good though. They're very meticulous about like there's nothing. They didn't leave any sort of mess when they fucking tore the old roof off. Like at all.
Oh right. Nice. That's cool. Oh, I guess he's gonna debate. Gonna have a debate against this Fetterman guy and Dr. Oz. Oh, okay, wait. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna have a debate between Brain Damage Man and fucking Dr. Oz?
Yeah. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
Brain Damage Man, Captain Brain Damage, and Dr. Oz, the fucking dynamic duo.
Oh, fuck. Fetterman agrees to debate Dr. Oz and growth problems. Yeah, that's one way to say it. Dude, this sucks, dude. I'm not finding anything. Well, there's a couple, but... Fuck.
Oh, wow. There's something going on there. How's that lady not taking any damage?
Oh, gotcha.
That was a learning experience.
Oh, how am I the fucking top damage player? Alright, my team's bad.
Oh, wow. This Fetterman guy, in the pandering to women section, had a shirt made up that's instead of Fetterman, it says Fetter.
Fetter woman?
Yeah. Like his last name's Fetterman or Fetterman, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So he changed. Yeah, he has a shirt, a pink shirt with Fetter Woman written across it.
That's so fucking smart and clever and funny.
Yeah. I don't think that's anything like that's ever been done before, dude. I feel
there's no point in playing this round. Something, you know, it's like every time you start playing, a team will be absolute dog shit. And then about 10 or 20 seconds later, suddenly like 2 or 3 of the players will just get really, really good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, it's so fucking boring because it's like, oh, it's the same bullshit. Like this guy just, like you can see his reticle just randomly turned 180 degrees for no reason to target somebody in his play of the game.
Yeah.
Like he just suddenly decided to 180 for no reason directly onto somebody's face. You know, like that's totally like just normal play for every player. You're just gonna fucking randomly in the middle of a fight 180 and start shooting somebody in the face because you know that's how. And he's only level 49, which is something you could achieve after like maybe 2 or 3 hours of playing the game altogether. Like that's the minimum or the maximum amount of time that would take.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's just so fucking dumb.
Yeah, well, clearly he just has precognitive abilities.
Yeah.
And he knows that somebody's behind him before they're behind him.
And
that's
not only precognitive abilities, but he can 180 directly onto their face without seeing them.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking amazing.
Even when he's not shooting the gun and can't shoot the gun, because he's in the process of doing animation, it'll immediately focus to that. Yeah, it was pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah. Precog and amazing aim.
Yeah, like they had
no human can possibly pull off.
They had a Hanzo, which is a guy with arrows, and like that guy was legit. He was just shooting his arrows. Like sometimes he'd hit, sometimes he wouldn't. But none of that nonsense about being like he wasn't, 100% accuracy unless you were like in cover kind of thing. That's the shit where it's like, all right.
That's obviously fucking cheating. Yeah.
Well, that should have got me killed. That was the dumbest thing I think I've done in a while.
Yeah.
Dive into the middle of the enemy with none of my cooldowns left. So I can't do anything.
Mm.
Hello there. Just what I need.
Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty good. You don't necessarily have to do the captioning. This is a pretty good illustration of the post-stroke here.
Oh no.
For Mr. Fetterman.
I'm not.
Yeah. If you're playing the game, obviously watch it, but it's like less than 30 seconds.
Well, we'll probably get in trouble, but
yeah.
You can see like his face looks all droopy on the one side.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't even have to listen to it. You just look at him and you're like, you look like the villain in a movie because half your face is all fucking melted looking from the stroke.
He's doing that method actor thing, and he's gonna.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel bad
audition
for
Two-Face.
Why are they still running him?
Yeah, like if it was the fucking House, like again, I just always view the Senate
as just slightly
because again, there's only
the
2 seats per. Yeah. If you're one of 500 or almost 600, members or whatever, it's not that nearly as big of a deal as if you're one of 100. Alright. But yeah, did you see it with like the captioning on? Like what he was actually saying?
Oh no, I didn't actually pay attention to what he was saying because it's like I'm probably gonna want to play the video because I wasn't sure if that might get us in trouble.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, not on. I wasn't saying on stream on the stream. Like I was just watching it.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just turned it on stream for a few seconds. I figured watching the video itself is not a big deal. It's not the whole video, and we're obviously just trying to like see if you can tell like visually that he had a stroke, and it's very
Plus, whoever's video it is, it's somebody has 400 subscribers, so it's not like the original.
Oh,
whoever the original video was.
They're not the first to have posted that shit. Yeah, I'm in the game, but I'm not in the game. Between matches, it lets you go into a skirmish, which is basically just a room where you free for all with a bunch of other people, so it didn't like nothing matters.
Right.
Gotcha. There's no score being kept. It doesn't apply to your experience or your rank or anything. It's just a room to fuck around in, so you're not bored out of your mind while you're waiting 10 minutes.
Yeah, give me something to do. I hear you.
Like I don't actually normally wait 10 minutes to get into a match, but it has happened once in a while where you're like, wow. Like right now, I'm 5 minutes in waiting for a match, so I just get to. At least you're doing something.
All right. Here, what I'll do is I'll read off the captioning here. It says, "Being anti-union is anti-American. What is wrong with demanding for? What is wrong with demanding for an easy, safe kind of their income, a path to a safe place for them to win? Excuse me, to work."
He's having trouble like with coherency just in general.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Still,
you gotta feel bad for that guy because, like,
Yeah, he should be stepping down, but he's probably not, there enough at this point to understand. Yeah, or probably is, and probably still is just like, I still want to be in the Senate with my fucking brain damage. Yeah, fascinating to me that they're not being like, you got to step down, buddy. We got to get somebody who can actually fucking speak.
Oh yeah.
Alright, enough of that shit.
Oh, man.
So that's something that's happening.
Yeah, that's a wacky one.
It's not that shocking. It's not as shocking as it should be, though. Like, there's so much fucking crazy, absurd shit that's happened in, like, the last 4 or 5 years. That a guy having a stroke and struggling to fucking be coherent is still going to be in the race for Senate.
Yeah, well, I mean, we voted dead people into the Senates, right? Like, didn't Strom Thurmond win, like, an election after he was dead?
I think so, dude. So I guess it's not that uncommon, but goddamn. I feel like I should be more shocked than I am.
Oh, yeah.
Like, of course, in these utterly absurd times we find ourselves in, of course there's a guy that's going to have a fucking stroke and struggle to fucking, again, be coherent at all.
Oh, yeah.
It still has a halfway decent shot of winning a Senate seat.
Yeah. I mean, he's in the running, right? I mean, he's got the same chance as anyone else.
Yeah, I think he's still winning. Like, the gap is closed, I think, as some people at least have come to their senses.
And been like, we can't have... Well, you know what it is? Essentially, if you're voting for him, what you're voting for is for the governor to just arbitrarily pick whoever he wants to be in that position.
Yeah, like he'll be like, all right, now that I want it,
I'm going to step down and the governor will replace me with whoever he wants. And it'll be way more crazy, hardline, over-the-top leftist than you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Ever. So that's the danger of that kind of situation, because he'll get sympathy votes. But what they don't realize is that it'll probably be a lot of votes for people that otherwise would never be voted for.
Yeah. Let's see.
Flight routine activated.
Where are we? When is the vote for that? Is that this year or is it next year? It's for next year, right? Am I wrong on that, or is it for this year?
I don't know. Genuinely don't know. Is it in California? 'Cause I'm pretty sure nothing else that matters, right?
It's Pennsylvania, I think.
Oh, nobody cares about Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's a joke state.
Well, it's one of those swingy states.
Do we know anybody
from
Pennsylvania? I'm aiming to piss people off. I just don't know if anybody from Pennsylvania is anybody that would ever listen to this.
Have we offended anyone?
Hi.
Anyone that's a fan of Pennsylvania, even that doesn't actually live there, maybe? Yeah.
Learn something new every day. I'll try anything now.
Any buzz we can generate at this point.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Somebody got apparently there's a line on one of the players in here that he can say over and over. This is, would you like to see my muscles? Just over and over. So now there's just this dumb fucking kid spamming it. It's like, alright, time to go. Like, I don't need to be in a skirmish between matches. I can just sit and do nothing. It's cool.
Right. I'll go away from you and your regular character.
Yeah, I don't need that.
So
it's
fucking.
alright.
It's so fucking obnoxious.
Yeah.
But to the adolescents, that's hilarious.
It's like, I want to say there's a character that's a big monkey, and one of his lines is something like, no more monkey business. Or do you think I'm monkeying around or something like that? And people will just repeat that one ad fucking nauseum.
Hello. 30 seconds.
Can you at least mute people?
I guess. I don't know if you can mute those. They're like weird sort of like it's similar to an emote. They just trigger the line with a button or something. So I know I can mute their like voice, their like in-game voice, like if they're using a microphone and talking to the rest of the team. That I can mute for sure. I don't know if it mutes their little emo voices, because that's also the same thing they use for, like, issuing commands.
Oh, gotcha.
One of those
That
weird
sucks.
things.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I think I have to take my son to PetSmart too. So I'm probably gonna be on the road for a while.
So you're going to be taking somebody to the pet store. That's a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, well he's gotta feed his puppy. He's gotta get food for his puppy. For the cute little golden retriever puppy.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know the videos I've been fucking uploading to my channel. That puppy.
Yes, yes. Oh, that puppy.
Yeah. I know, like, puppies are, like, energetic, but this dog seems like especially, he's not as laid back as I remember Golden Retriever puppy being. He's kind of intense.
Yeah. Well, you know, that puppy seems very friendly.
Oh, yeah, I know he is. A little too much, though, because when he gets excited, he wants to bite. Like, that's his way of
But that's
showing-
like a pretty typical puppy-like behavior.
Yeah, and he listens, like, pretty quickly when you tell him to stop. But you have to tell him to stop, like, a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's pretty typical.
Yeah, so it's not like he doesn't listen, you know what I mean? So it's not, it's all right. He's a good dog. He's a good puppy. He's a very good boy.
He's a good.
But yeah, especially my son, dude, because like, especially like when my son gets off of work, like the first time he sees him, like when he gets home and shit, that dog freaks the fuck out.
Oh, that's always nice when they get all like happy. It's like, oh, somebody cares.
Yeah. Because I'll give my son shit. I'm like, dude, he hasn't seen you all day, and you're like not coming up to him and petting him or anything like right away. Like, dude, you're like God to him. If he wants your fucking attention and approval.
Gotta get that attention and approval.
Yeah, especially the puppy. Especially because he's fucking crated most, while he's at work and shit. A good chunk of the time.
Yeah. Oh man, I think the aimbots were on my side, homie. This was way too easy. I'm pretty sure some people on my team were not legit. Like,
Right. Cheating bastards.
yeah, I don't know. That's a tracer play looks pretty sus to me. That tracer play looks pretty sus.
Nice to be appreciated.
I don't know.
What would you get? Like, 1 game out of 10 might not have anybody cheating? If
I
that.
don't know, man. I don't know. It's pretty crazy.
Welcome.
I just am at the point where I just kind of play a bunch of random shit and like whatever,
Right.
you know, like I was kind of worried about winning for a while, but then I like that's why I don't play what do you call it? That's why I don't play competitive.
Right.
Yeah, competitive is just too much about like are you winning or losing from me. And also, like, people get mad about shit like...
Oh yeah, just take it way too seriously.
Yeah, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, you want a game. Like, yeah, okay, I might be really mad if somebody's cheating or, like, somebody really fucking owned you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, but you know, that's just how it goes sometimes. Like, that guy must have had his wall hack arrow going, and then fucking quick arrow would be down real fast because I was coming right into him and he could aim. But perfectly legit, he just outplayed me.
Yeah, you should get angry at him. Call him the N-word.
No, I think I just murder him from the side when he's not looking.
Yeah, that works too, I guess.
It worked. He did die, and I feel better.
You feel vindicated.
I feel like a god now. I can't possibly lose.
Nice. Oh wow, apparently Kyrie Irving is posting Alex Jones videos and catching shit for it.
Damn.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving, you're probably not familiar. He's a basketball player. He's one of the better ones. He's probably
but
top 10 still.
You know, that's the whole, like, fucking nonsense of, you can't have anything that's not the right political opinion, or you're bad, evil, no good, dirty man.
Yeah. Well, he's also refused to disclose his vaccination status, and because he played in New York and Brooklyn,
so he
wasn't able to play any home games.
Unvaccinated, he's not going to say one way or the other. Nice, very much respecting that one.
Yeah. So basically, he wasn't allowed to play any home games last season.
Yeah.
He could only play road games. So any games that happen in New York, basically. So even if he was playing the Knicks, who are also obviously in New York, yeah, he wasn't able to play in any of those games that happened in New York.
Oh, damn.
The only games that were outside of New York. Yeah.
Good for him, though, sticking to his guns.
Yeah, and that's a lot of fucking money to... I think he makes like $38 million a year or some shit like that. Maybe even more than that, probably. But anyways, he makes a lot, so he was losing a lot.
Yeah,
but he still got a lot. So it's not like he's hurting money.
Yep. Well, you know what? You can only make so much before it's like...
Yeah. That's why it's always funny, like... Yeah, like people that will only play the lottery once it's up to like 300 million or something. Like, yeah, 30 million, that's not worth fucking... I'm not gonna pay $2 to win 30 million. That's not worth winning. It's gotta be at least 300 million. I do the same shit though. Like the only time I buy them is like a couple $100 million.
I buy lotto tickets, kind of randomly. I maybe buy one in the course of like a couple of months.
Yeah,
and it's similar to you. It's like if it's super like high fucking prize money wise.
Yeah, because I figure everyone else.
If you're gonna give me,
Yeah, because it's $2 a ticket, right? Yeah. That's worth a shot.
Yeah, but if it's like $500 million, I'll spend $5. Why not? Odds are I'm gonna lose.
Yeah.
I get
and then Merch from Revenge of the Sith was like, what you're paying for in that situation is like the hypothetical of what you would do with the money if you won. Like that's what you're really paying for with their $2 or whatever. So you can imagine what you would do with the money when you win, if you won.
That's all I want. I just want to be able to like pretend.
Yeah, man, what would I do?
Yeah, I know I'm not gonna actually win.
But it's fun to pretend.
Yeah, but it's fun to pretend.
See through the wolf's eyes.
Oh,
oh shit, I better get on the road. Shit.
Nah, you don't need to pay attention to what you're doing on the car. It's fine. The car van vehicles pretty much drive themselves these days.
Yeah, I just stare at the phone all the time. What if there's like an augmented reality thing that people put on their headsets and drive down the road? Their fucking VR headsets on with augmented reality.
That would be fucking terrifying. You see somebody driving with the
fucking yeah. Although, what if it just like was essentially worked like a filter? Like made it, it only showed what was actually there, but it made it look all cartoony or something.
Oh, so it's like like the thing you can put on your phone where if you're looking at the cat and then on the video screen the cat has like weird human eyes.
Yeah, or the reverse. Like the filters that do the opposite that people make them look like cats or whatever. Can I play a video? God damn it! Apparently, I did. I got everything. Got ciggies. I got my wallet. Got the keys to the vehicle.
Just don't light the keys on fire and try to inhale them. That won't work out.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Probably want to have a crack light or torch things.
Michael Fabiano.
Oh, that's probably not playing through my headset. Oh, fuck. Still so goddamn hot here, dude.
Oh, I imagine.
Oh,
we're in Arizona. We finally started getting our cooling trend, so we're now in like the 70s and lower to mid 70s to 80s on most days.
Oh yeah, that's like mid-November here. Late November, really. Yeah, it's really October before it starts getting down to just reasonable heat levels. It'll still be 80s or 90s. And I definitely remember days when it was in the 90s in fucking December. That's not an uncommon.
Man, yeah, you gotta watch out. Gotta watch out for them drug guys from the 90s. That was fucking hilarious. Sometimes in Overwatch, if you can get good positioning, it really makes the difference between a good and a bad game.
Yeah.
Like being able to get like sneaky places where they're not expecting you to be.
Stabby, can you hear me now?
Certainly can.
Okay, cool. I assume I cut out there for a minute, yes?
I mean, more like it's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Yeah, it's really shitty reception right here by the store.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's like
for a few minutes.
When I take my mom to Costco, like I drive the car and then I'll unload the cart for her at the end, but just chill out in the parking lot because I can't really walk around the store.
Right.
It's not the best reception, but I can still watch like fucking YouTube videos on my phone.
Yeah. Do they not let you in just because you don't have a car? Like even if you're with your mother?
No, I can't walk around Costco.
Oh, I got
Physically,
you.
I wouldn't be capable of it. It would not go well for me. Like I could probably, I can only get so
right
far.
After I asked the question.
No, you can take as many people as you want into Costco with your card. Like you could take a big group of like 20 people in if you really wanted. I think they might eventually start to get kind of irritable. But I mean I don't know, man. They're pretty relaxed about it. The only person who can make any purchases though is the person with the Costco card.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like your guy with the Costco card.
Hey.
Yeah, there's probably technically limits, but the works are really shit, I would imagine. Although 20 people, they might.
And then, one of the things you can do, so like I have a Costco card and my mom has a Costco card, and that's because I put gas in the car all the time. Like I'm usually the one who fills the tank.
Right.
But the card I have is because my mom has a card.
Yeah.
So like my mom just like she gets a card and she can give one card to any one other person. So, but there's only one extra card you can have at a time. And then I believe if it's a directly related family member, like a son, a daughter, a parent, a brother, a sister, like that literal relation, you can allow them for an extra fee of $1 to make one purchase on your Amazon card every year.
All right.
So, like, you know, maybe and that's essentially so that they don't miss out on the opportunity to sell, like, potentially like a car or like a big piece of equipment or a boat or a jet ski or some weird shit. Because, you know, if you're going to do a single transaction, it's usually going to be for something like that. It's usually going to be somebody who's like, I don't really need to buy the bulk stuff, you know, because my family buys all the bulk stuff for me. But I don't want that fucking motorcycle. So, and there's a great deal through Costco with their prices, kind of thing.
It's not going to be buying a 4-pack of fucking toilet paper.
Exactly.
That ties anyway, but yeah.
Exactly. So that's what that's for.
Oh, perfect.
Man, I keep getting shot around corners. That is some fucking bullshit. Yeah, I'm around a corner on my screen, but I'm not on their screen, so it doesn't count. It's such nonsense.
You ever see those guns where they would literally have the barrel like fucking curve?
Oh yeah, and it like turns.
Yeah, it's like a obviously somewhat gradual, just gradual enough so that it can fucking make it out. And they would have like a little mirror.
Yeah. I don't know. I remember I saw it on, what was that movie with the fucking the crazy powerful hitmen where your like anxiety disorder was somehow magical powers according to that movie? It was like I think it was just called Assassins. But it had like Angelina Jolie and this guy, and he's like, "Oh, my life is so boring, blah blah blah." You know, and then like he became like a superpowered assassin because everything would slow down for him, like some nonsense like that. I'm not gonna keep playing with this guy. This guy's definitely running something. All right, there we go. Oh no, I don't get as much experience. Oh no. Sometimes you're playing with a sniping aimbot. You just gotta leave. Because a sniper is just way too fucking powerful as an aimbot. Oh no, I've lost him. Deitois is gone to us, never to return. Man, is there anything else really even going on right now? Oh, that was right, the guy with the fucking worst burrito ever. That was a pretty bad burrito.
Welcome to Oasis.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
All right. Okay.
You're back.
I'm back. Yeah.
From outer space.
Damn it. dealing with traffic at the moment. Pulling out of the parking lot here.
See
Okay,
through the
there we go.
wolf's
That's clear.
Looking for people to kidnap in your creepy van.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
Yeah, I don't know where you get the van thing from. Fucking-
I know you don't actually have a van. I just like to make fun of the van.
Oh,
I like.
okay. I thought that you actually believed I had a van. I don't think that's the first time you said that. Say that, man. Alright, I'm with you now. I apologize for not yes ending and playing along. I ruined the bit.
You bastard.
Yeah. I have myself flogged.
Oh yeah, I fucking hate these Lucios.
Hello.
What?
There's some people that almost always have soft aimbots on. Or it's
okay.
either that or it must be built into the character.
Right.
And Lucio is one of the ones that's like notorious for it.
Gotcha. I thought it was like some kind of cereal brand.
Yeah, it's a fucking cereal brand like
the best you can
like Cheerios,
a spray.
like Cheerios.
Everybody gets like a little spray that they can spray on the walls. Like, and you get a bunch of different ones you can choose from. You pick one on your character, and yeah, one is a box of Lucios for Lucio.
After you.
Right. Why not?
Yeah.
see that which is
I think there's a soft aimbot built into his character. I don't think it's the players because it's every fucking player.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like Moira has a soft aimbot. If you're somewhere close, Moira will fucking
Yeah, they'll put it like center mass.
yeah, Moira will fuck you up every time.
Yeah, gotcha. So with the prevalence of cheating in that fucking game,
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where like
is it still fun to play though? I mean, like, why are you still fucking playing it? Cheating's that bad.
it's kind of cool because everybody has their own special powers. So like, you know, you have everything. You have like your regular cooldowns, and then you have like an ultimate, right? And so like for instance, the guy I'm playing right now is Hanzo, and he has like a wall hack is one of his abilities.
Gotcha.
So he can see what's coming around the corner. Like this Lucio's not going to surprise me, but he's just going to get like fucking pounded. Oh no! Sorry, this guy just got grouped up on by everybody all at once. It was funny as fuck. But he has a wall hack, so he can see what's going on behind walls, like built into his character. He also has a rapid shot thing, so he can shoot 5 arrows in like rapid succession. And then, what is it?
Yeah.
What's this other one? Oh, he can like climb walls. So if you're against a wall, you can just like press the jump button and he'll climb up the wall, any vertical wall.
It's like Spider-Man and like Homey mixed together.
Exactly. And so it's all these wacky abilities. Like Soldier can run. That's one of his abilities. He can just run. Like nobody else got that. And then one of his other abilities is he can drop a healing circle down that heals him and anybody else who's standing within the circle for like 5 seconds or something. Just gives him like healing boosts. And he also gets, his ultimate is he literally gets an aimbot for like a couple of seconds, like 5 seconds I think it is.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, so it's kind of like a paper, rock, scissors, but like a way more involved version of it.
Yeah, and if you have like 2 tanks, and like the tanks have different things. Like there's tanks with shields. Like there's one tank has a big hammer. He swings back and forth, and he has a shield. And then like another tank has a shield and a big ass machine gun that it shoots, and it can like go into like a special mode for 10 seconds where it takes half damage. Like that. Those are the tanks. They just soak up a ton of damage, and they deal damage, but not nearly as much as the DPS, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you have like 2 support who can do pretty good damage and also heal your team at the same time. So like it's a lot of interconnected ults and stuff. And there's combinations that you can do combos with the ults, right?
Gotcha.
So my guy shoots a.
Like if somebody has a high fucking, damage causing ability, they're not going to have a lot of HP.
Exactly. Yeah. Somebody does the more damage you do, the less HP you're going to have usually. Like my guy right now, his ultimate is this giant twisting fire dragon that goes across the map and just goes through everything, and anybody that gets in it is pretty much dead real quick. And there's another person whose ability is they launch a little thing, it's like a little graviton orb, that pulls all the players of the enemy team that are nearby into that orb and makes them all stuck in that same place. So you can tell, like, the ultimate for that is they throw their orb, then I shoot my arrow thing, the fire dragon through the orb thing, and it kill the entire team in one shot. Yeah, and like within 2 seconds, you can literally have eliminated the entire opposing team. So, like, that's a pretty strong thing if you can pull it off. And, not everybody can pull those off together at the same time. A lot of people are kind of dumb.
Right. Yeah.
One of those things.
That have the minimum ability.
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun. It's the interconnected abilities and powers, and like using players together. For instance, I have a character with a knockback ability. I could use that knockback ability to send someone over the edge of the map so that they die falling off the edge, like if they're not prudent about where they're placed.
Right.
I can also use that to knock players on the opposing team in front of the shields. So I can fly up really high and put their support out in front of their tank's shields for like a couple of seconds till they can run back behind it for my team to shoot at.
Yeah, get back behind.
Exactly. So like that can be a real big benefit for my team if I'm doing my job correctly.
A lot of people running thing and not, or you're matching up. You're actually getting like people that are actually concerned with winning. Like,
The objective is now. Made a tactical error.
shit, that got out.
No, sorry, I was killing some people.
All right, fair enough.
With the rocket guy, unlike the guy that had the aimbot that could hit me in midair with rockets point like just straight across the map, you have to actually take a second and kind of figure out where they're headed and hit them like in advance. Because if you can anticipate where they're gonna be and pull off a good shot, you can kill them. It's like I just caught their Junkrat getting too close to my team, so I knocked him closer because he's really good from a distance, but not so much from fucking like up close.
You're not going anywhere. Clear the area.
Oh, okay. They're using DPS characters because they can't handle me any other way. I gotta switch it up.
Yeah, so I assume when you die, you can change characters, right?
No, my character stays the same unless I choose to. And whatever my process towards building up towards my ultimate ability use is still there.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you can change characters when you die, right? Like, so for the game, you're the same character if you don't want to, right? Or no?
Yeah, you can change characters. I can change characters when I die. Yes, that is an option.
Yeah, okay. That's kind of what I was going.
Like, I just use my ultimate to kill their big boss guy.
Nice. If you switch characters, does that build up to the ultimate? Carry over
any ultimate you've built at that point is gone.
Oh, okay. So it does carry over. A new character. Nice.
You have my thanks.
Alright.
Clearing the area.
Alright, yeah, give me a second here.
You're going to pick up the kid. Yeah, something is going on with this tracer. That's pretty sus, the way that tracer's working out there. Like, it doesn't seem to be able to miss. Oh, I'm not gonna waste my time in the second match with these guys. Pass. There's no reason to suspect that the second match will be any better than the first match. Why play a second half? Total waste of my time. I lose out on so if you quit out of a match before the match is officially over, you get like games of penalty of 75% XP penalty, but since your experience doesn't really mean anything, it kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's not really a. Interesting.
Normally, I would rather play Conan Exiles, but that game has been such dog shit since the fucking update.
Oh yeah.
Like all the problems that they used to have with the thralls just not working are all back. So like their pathing is terrible. They'll just wander into random places and occasionally just stand staring at the wall for 5 minutes and not go anywhere for no discernible reason. Like so the it's just a complete way. Like there's no real way to play the game at this point. It's just it's real bad.
You would think they would have tested that kind of shit.
They did. So there was a test live version where they were running like a beta version through testing with as many players as wanted to sign up for it for months. And all of the problems that they're currently having were problems that they had in that test live test. And they were told about all of them, and they just ignored everything that everybody said to them and put it up for. And not only did they put it out, even though they knew there were a bunch of errors, they put it out a month before it was supposed to be released according to their own schedule, even though they knew it was full of errors. So, like, they even skipped an extra month of testing without resolving any of those problems. But you know what works really good is the brand new in-game store where you can buy Conan coins and that's how you buy all the DLC that I already paid for. Don't understand how that works. Because when I bought the game, I bought the version of the game that came with all the DLC that it had and all the DLC it would have eventually in the future. And when I made that purchase, there was no in-game store. There was no separate store. Now all of a sudden, the same things that I would have gotten through DLCs are charged in a marketplace. And I'm like, hey, don't I have a right to just get those for free?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, I paid for all future DLC. This is DLC. I don't give a fuck if you name it something else. You're making content that other players can download in order to add it to their game. and you're charging
Yeah,
money
that's
for it.
pretty
And I
fucked up.
paid you that whole extra bit of money so that whenever I bought, when I bought the game, I got all the DLCs that it had, which was, we're talking, I spent 150, 160 bucks.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Right? And I know
That
that,
seems like a breach of contract, dude.
well, and I know
Whatever.
that the DLC that came out most recently, I bought the game way before that one came out, and so when it came out, I got it for free. And now all of a sudden there's this marketplace with all these special items and stuff that I can't get unless I spend more money, and I'm like, that doesn't work for me. I don't know about that. I don't know if there's any way to recoup my losses as far as that goes.
Right.
Like it may be perfectly legal for some reason I'm not aware of, which is what I assume to be the case. But yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up, man.
Oh, Satan and Satire talks about the time for PvP IRL is soon approaching. And he says he'll have the best KDA, which, you know what, Satan? I absolutely believe you'll have the best KDA.
Yeah, that checks out.
I like to know that if the Civil War ever pops off, there's at least one person who's just going to indiscriminately take everyone out. Just like, and his whole goal is just like, how many people can I kill? Not what group of people, because that doesn't matter.
Everybody's got to go.
Exactly. You know what? I almost forgot I needed to get something from Amazon. I want to get, those pineapple corkscrews? Maybe you don't. I don't know.
Yeah, not really.
Essentially, it's like a big metal rod with a plate and a little spot where it's like a little rectangle hole cut into the plate with a little one edge angled down. Mm-hmm. So you put it at the top of a pineapple, right? You cut the green part off, and you cut a flat top off. Then you plug this little metal plate right in the middle of your pineapple. Oh, and it's got a hole in the middle on the bottom of the plate with a blade on around that hole. And so as you turn the plate with the metal rod it's attached to, the hole in the middle takes the stem in the middle, goes into that hole as it cuts around it. And the plate creates a big line of solid pineapple, like in a corkscrew. So you get most of the fruit out in one big twist thing, and then you pull it all out, and then you can just cut it down the sides, and you get pineapple chunks really fast.
All right, you gotcha.
And I had one, but it was shitty plastic one, and I want like a real metal one, because the shitty plastic ones they just fall apart real fast. They don't last very long. It's worth buying a $20 pineapple cutter thing because you're not throwing away. It'll last for several years. You're not throwing it all away, essentially. Let's see. Wow, they're all on sale for some reason. Oh, this one has 69 ratings. That's a good sign.
69. Nice.
Man, this person bought pineapples for $1.53 a pop? So 3.59 inches. Oh, interesting. Okay, that one's slightly bigger. be... Oh, what's another good fruit? I've been eating a fuck ton of fruit lately, like pears and apples and bananas. And so I'm trying to, like, mix it up a little bit because I'm going to eat even more fruit.
I'm sorry, ask that again?
I'm trying to figure out good fruits to eat that aren't melons. Because I've been eating a lot of fucking bananas, pears, and apples.
Oh, gotcha.
And I really like all of those. Don't get me wrong, but I like to have a little more variety, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I can get old. Same shit over and over.
That's what I was thinking of. Egg slicer. We have a, what do you call it? An egg slicer with one of the blades is missing. And it was supposed to be like this big heavy duty fucking egg slicer that really fucking does the job, but turns out not really.
I assume you're talking about hard boiled eggs, yes?
Yeah. Egg slicer for hard boiled eggs.
Yeah. I figured, but just wanted to make sure. I don't want to assume anything.
Yeah, how dare you assume my fucking slicer?
You can just say gender. Why not?
All right, here we go. So I'm looking for like a really heavy duty version where it's like you could run a fucking onion through the machine and it would still work. So it'll slice eggs and it'll slice anything I fucking want it to slice. Really heavy duty. But the sad thing is right now you can't find that shit because everybody that sells anything, it's like...
Yeah, cheap Chinese crap.
Cheap Chinese dog shit. And it's like, oh, thanks, man. So you have no options. There's no option to buy anything that's better. Kind of sucks.
Like anything that's decent quality can't compete with the fucking cheap Chinese shit.
Well, it's not. There's nothing else on Amazon, and it's a real pain in the ass to find anything else on the internet because Google specifically makes everything that you look for on Amazon.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, search for an egg slicer. Now skip the first 50 pages of product because it's all Amazon product. And it's all the cheap, shitty Chinese garbage that you don't want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I bought a thing that's supposed to chop like vegetables and apples, bananas, whatever you want to slice with it. Like it's heavy duty.
Yeah, I can take care of all that shit.
It's like a big fucking box with where you put the blades at the top of the box, and then like the lid like lifts up and it has like little things that'll push it through whatever set of blades you put there.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, it's a Fen night tonight. Good. That's what I wanted. Fen night when we don't have any option to go to the store. Cool. Oh, well, I don't really care. I'm probably not going to eat dinner tonight anyway. So I have been thinking of a movie. I don't know if I talked about this before, and it's not anything to do with hobos in a car wash.
Are you sure?
100%.
Hey, proceed.
It is... My thought is it's a buddy cop coming-of-age movie. Right?
Uh-huh.
So it's based in VR chat, and it's going to be as if it's a real world, not like as like everybody in it knows it's a video game, like they're all real people in their world sort of perspective. And I want to take two Knuckles and make them cops, in Knuckles Land, and then for some reason they have to leave Knuckles Land, and there's like a coming of age story arc. You know, you've got like the one guy who starts to realize maybe there's more to life than living in Knuckles Land, because there's whole other universe out there he can travel to and explore, and maybe he meets a hot chick or something. It's and then, you know, the other cop is like, no, you can't leave. What are you doing? We're like best friends. We've always been together as partners. Who's gonna watch my back? You know, kind of thing. Plus, all in like the, you know, do you know the way, brother? Kind of accents, because they're all Knuckles.
The Ugandan Knuckles.
So like, but I want to make it so like that's just like normal, like that's how their society is. It's just like this is how everybody talks in Knuckles Land. It's just, you know, it's not a horribly racist caricature that a bunch of people came up with in a video game. This is a whole culture and life. Like they live in this world where it's real to them, and that I think is going to be. I mean, you know, the jokes almost tell themselves in that. You know, like I don't think that's going to be that hard to make funny. Because it'll be just so fucking weird, you know? Like, hey, brother, what are you doing over here? This is not the way. You know, like, we find you writing these things on the wall. Why are you making the graffiti, brother? Yeah, just terrible shit. Oh, man.
But it's okay, because that's the universe they exist in.
Yeah, exactly. Just... and make them, like, you know, all just as fucking dumb as they are in the game. Because one of the things that, like, your character, you can do in VR chat is you can just drop a portal. Like, anybody can go through. You can be like, oh, I'm going to go over to this world over here, drop a portal. And anybody who wants to follow you is welcome to just walk through the portal if they want. Because it's just part of the way the game functions. So if you have a group of friends, you can travel around real easy from, like, world to world and area to area to do different things. And,
Right.
when you would get raided by a group of like 20 or 30 little Knuckles guys running around and doing the whole do you know the way, you're not the queen, spit on you, blah, blah, blah thing.
Yeah.
One of the best ways to get them to leave would be to be like, oh, I know the way is through here. And then you would open a portal to a Knuckles world for them, and they would all just be like, oh, the way, and they would all run because it was part of the gag.
All right.
Which is what made it so fun, because it went on, the joke would go on exactly as long as you actually wanted it to go on for. You're right? You know, like they'd show up, they'd do their thing, it'd be kind of annoying but pretty funny at the same time. You know, 5-10 minutes, and then you open the portal and they're all like, ooh, wait, and then they leave and you're like, okay, back to just hanging out and talking with people. That's why it was such an endearing meme.
Right.
Because there were a lot of other people that would bomb worlds like that and just keep fucking around with people until everybody had to leave and do something else. So nobody liked those people. Whereas, like, the Knuckles were like, God, you're fucking dumb, but you know what? You know when to leave. You know when to stop. And I appreciate that.
Yeah. You don't run it into the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah. Although, I don't know, man. Sometimes running a bit into the ground is something I find hilarious.
It can be funny, but it's not funny if it's every time.
Yeah. Every once in a while.
Yeah. And then, there was one group of people that was the Kana gang, and, you're not even allowed to be a Kana anymore, because they went too far with the Kana gang part of it, and, like, somebody was actually trying to hire a hitman to kill one of the other people in the Kana gang. And
you mean like in real life?
In real life.
Jesus fucking
and that
Christ.
stopped being funny about there. That's when it really didn't tickle the funny bone anymore.
Yeah, I never understood that level of intensity in a game where you're going to track somebody down, just try to fucking shoot them, kill them, or have the cops do it.
Yeah.
Squatting or something.
Oh yeah, that is always so disturbing, man. Like, why are you so mad at somebody over a video game that you want to fucking run the risk of them getting shot by the police, man? Like, how is that in any way, like, I don't know, man. That's just so dumb.
Yeah, that's fuck, man. Yeah, that shit's scary, dude.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could just not fucking play the game, dude. If it's that big of a deal, Jesus.
Yeah, if you're getting that into it, setting
You're
you that
gonna,
badly,
yeah.
you probably just stop playing. As opposed to
And it's not even all little kids that do it. That's just the fucked up part. Because, like, I could see a 15-year-old not fully understanding, like, the potential consequences for their actions.
Yeah, yeah.
But, you know, if it's like a 30-year-old calling the fucking cops on some streamer he doesn't like and sending the fucking SWAT team in with a call of, like, he's holding hostages in the house, I saw him shoot someone. You know, like...
Yeah, yeah.
You're 30 years old. You know exactly what can happen. That's attempted murder in my book.
Yeah, fucking A. Dude. Yeah, this should be serious.
Yeah, there needs to be much more serious repercussions for swatting. But I think the problem is then, like, how do you know when it's a SWAT and when it's not?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Like, fucking nuts, dude.
Oh. Oh, so, I've been taking this omeprazole thing. It's like a heartburn pill you take every day. And you don't get heartburn if you take it. And it works really, like, it really works. I haven't had heartburn in, like, months since I started taking it. But then, like, my mom and one of the ladies I work with was like, yeah, I think that gives you cancer. And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, my dad is fucking in the last stages of bowel cancer. And the doctors pretty well told him it was from taking omeprazole for, like, most of his life.
Jesus.
And I was like, oh, shit. So I ordered a whole bunch of fucking Rolaids and, what's that pink shit? Pepto-Bismol tablets.
Oh, yeah.
And some, and I got the Mylanta because I was like, I bet you I'm going to have real bad heartburn for the first couple of weeks after I get off of that med.
Right.
Where it'll be just, like, nightmarishly bad. So I want to have multiple different kinds of antacids so I'm not, like, taking too much of any one kind. You know, because you can only take so many Rolaids over the course of a day. And I'm like, well, maybe if I take some Rolaids and some Mylanta, because they're two different medications, the combination will be more effective than if I just tried to take way too many Rolaids.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Let's see if that works. But yeah, I was like, and they still sell it. And there's no warning if doctors are telling people flat out, like, no, that gave you cancer. Then shouldn't it not be on the fucking market? Like,
yeah, you would think so, dude.
You would think no one would be able to buy the cancer medication.
To fucking disclose that.
Yeah. And then I also bought, because I figure if I'm going to potentially be getting heartburn, one that, a different medication that's, does heartburn and gas. So, like, when you get all, like, you know, gassy and bloated and shit, I have one for that, too. Because I was like, why not just get every possible, you know, medication for fucking anything that could go wrong with my tummy after I stop taking these? I'm not at all paranoid.
Yeah, that's really disturbing that if that's one of the fucking potential side effects, even if it's long term, like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and they still sell it. That's the part that's really fucked up. You're like, yo, you be buying the same, what? You're like, god damn.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking... But again, they donate a lot of money to fucking politicians and shit, so...
Yep.
They tend
Somebody
to
got paid
that
a lot, that's for sure. So, man, nobody else but me is eating cheese and bananas like that. Where you wrap a piece of processed cheese around the banana?
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds pretty awful.
But let me tell you, the flavor and texture combination goes together like bananas, or not bananas, apples and peanut butter. Like, right? You've taken where you get like slices of apple and you get a little peanut butter on the end and you fucking munch down on that. That's some good shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's about the same level of combination. It's like it makes the bananas definitively better tasting.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just never got on cheese with fruit thing ever in my life. So, like from what I understand,
because I'll eat cheese with apples all the time too. Yeah, like little slices of cheese.
Yeah, well, apparently putting fucking cheddar cheese on apple pie was a big thing.
That's a normal thing. Yeah, a lot of people do that.
Well, I don't know that it's normal anymore, but
no, I think it's still done a lot in the Midwest. I think in the flyover states it's still pretty popular.
Yeah, that makes sense. Probably
like if you were to go to like Wisconsin, you could probably get an apple pie with a big hunk of cheese on the top in a restaurant.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I can't bring myself to try it.
I thought it would be awful, but I already liked the banana and cheese thing, so I tried it, and I wasn't at all like disappointed. It was really good.
Yeah. So it's better than just the apple pie by itself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not as good as if you take and like say you make your apple pie, right? You get it almost all the way baked, and it only needs like another like 20 minutes in the oven, and then right before that 20 minutes, you unwrap and you dump a bunch of caramels on the top of it, and you do it for like 30 minutes.
Right.
And you get that crunchy caramel top on the apple, plus whatever the other shit was in there. That's really fucking good. That's way better than the cheese. But the cheese is better than just a plain apple pie.
I gotcha.
And like you wouldn't put the cheese on top of an apple pie with like a crumble topping. It would be one with like a regular crust.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like I wouldn't put the crumble. If you had like an apple pie with the crumble topping on it, I think that'd be kind of gross if you put cheese on it. I don't think it would go very well together. Although I don't know, cheesecake is good. And that's cheese and sugar and egg, you know.
Yeah, but it's cream cheese. Right? I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's true. Fair point.
It's I mean, it's technically cheese. It's not, not very similar to any other cheese. Really.
Ooh. Sorry, my throat is dry and my manly sparkling water is running low. Need to replace it.
Right.
Ooh, I got a strawberry sparkling water. Isn't that delightful? Just like John Wayne would have wanted.
Yeah, naturally.
From the company named Waterloo.
Is that who makes the St. Croix?
No, it's a new brand of water.
Croix. Ah, okay.
So there's a fucking ton of them now, brands of water. There's Bubbly, LaCroix, Aha. There's the Waterloo. What is it like? Perry's or something. They're one of the ones that did sparkling water before that was really expensive. But they got a bunch of the flavors of the similar flavors of water now. And I think there's one other. I think there's like 6 different companies that do sparkling water as it is right now. Like it's a big market apparently. I'm not the only one that likes the essentially to me they taste like soda pop. So like if I bought a strawberry soda at the grocery store and this strawberry sparkling water, I would have a hard time telling the difference. So why would I bother buying the soda if I can have the sparkling water where there's no sugar or salt? So
that's pretty nice.
Oh, I'm not getting anything you're saying. It's all robot.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty shitty signal right here. Fuck.
Oh, when you tell me that the signal is bad, that's when it works.
Okay. Well, it's just got signal strength for the remainder of our time, and that should reverse jinx it somehow. Sure, that would be a riveting conversation. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Not coming through.
You're coming in, like, sometimes you come in clear, sometimes you don't. It's so random. I can't specifically, like, know when it's like, you know what I mean? It's like every other word sometimes. I don't know. It's confusing. It's not really that big of a problem, though. Oh, God, it's 86 fucking degrees in my room right now.
Yeah. That's
86 fucking degrees and 56% hydration, moisture, whatever.
humidity.
Humidity, that's the one.
That sounds very unpleasant.
Yeah. Man, I'll tell you what. I got into that that porn server on Discord. Left-wing people are fucking vile. Like, holy shit. Like, the shit they say when they don't think there's people that are gonna call them out for it is so racist and sexist beyond the pale.
Yeah,
they're
it's
the same people that are like, Democrats, you're evil, Trump is the devil. Women are nothing but fuck dolls, and they should be for sale, and they should have a price tag on them instead of clothes. What? Like, fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
Save the whales and enslave the lady. Jesus Christ, buddy, you're a real fucking psycho. You know, like, it's just some of this shit that comes out of their fucking mouths. You're like, and they're not joking here, because you know they made a fake profile. You know, so they're like, oh, I can do whatever I want and say whatever I want. Like, these people are just straight evil.
Yeah, they use their supposed and fucking sensitivity as like a cover for their psychopathy.
Yeah. Like, you know, this girl that does OnlyFans is a streamer, and she lives in a streamer house, so she must be getting passed around like a fuck doll. Because, you know, just any girl who lives with men must be having sex with all of them. Which is, you know, like, patently fucking absurd, and you would never hear that from a fucking conservative.
Yeah.
Because number one, it's just rude as fuck. But number two, it's like that's kind of an absurd proposition. It's like, especially in this housing market, like, whoever can fucking get a place to live wherever is that, like, they're just happy to not be out on the fucking street, you know?
Yeah. Fucking anger. Especially if it's, again, it seems to be in California. It's that much worse. All these streamer houses.
Exactly. And it's like, you know, I'm sure anybody that lives in one of those streamer houses down there in Southern California, for the most part, those all seem like really, really toxic, shitty places to live. And I bet you that it's not healthy and it's not psychologically good for you. But I don't think that means that any girl who's living with a group of guys in a streamer house is just getting banged by all of them. It's so fucking obscene. Also, like, streamers make a lot of money. You know, I don't think a lot of people realize how much money YouTubers and streamers actually make. And I think for the people, even the people that are kind of low end, like, you can be getting an average of like 20, 30,000 views per video and still live in LA off of that money.
Yeah.
So it's more money than people are willing to say. And I don't think people realize just how much money crosses those people's palms, the streamers and everything. Because it's not just the advertising revenue or like the you know, advertising revenue from the YouTube ads or the donations from like the you know, streams where the people give you for like you're a stripper. You know, they like stuff a fucking 20 in your G-string virtually.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
they also have like Patreons where they get fucking money every month, or fucking
plus
OnlyFans.
the deals behind there's also a lot of deals behind closed doors where it's like you agree to play like this game, and this game for this many hours, and we'll give you like $60,000.
Yeah,
like that kind of shit, and you got to pretend to really like it and all that other stuff, or like, you know. And I think the biggest example that everyone knows is like Raid Shadow Legends. Like everybody does an ad read for that, and so like that's not a YouTube ad, but they'll read it in their video.
yeah,
Like, those make them a lot of fucking money.
yeah. It must be because it's been a running joke for a long fucking time,
Yeah.
and you still see people fucking taking those ads, you know, or reading those ads. So.
Well, I got no objection to it. If you got to make some money doing that shit, like, and you know, like that's not free to make those videos either. Like, they do have to put a lot of money back into it. But the amount of money they're getting is way more than they pretend. Like, they all pretend they're not making very much money because they want to get those Patreon donations up, or there's whatever, like, donations, you know. I don't know, like, other than OnlyFans, because I'm not talking about specifically just like the dirty like girl streamers, ones that like, you know, the titty streamers. But I just mean like everybody that gets on Twitch, you know. Yeah, I think those people make a lot of money. And those fucking like those fucking animated ones on YouTube, Jesus fucking Christ, they make a ton of money. Because the only way to reliably get them to respond to any of your comments is to send them like $100 donation.
Yeah.
Like, they'll go through and read super chats, and most of them only read like the $100 donations or something, I guess. I don't know. It's all I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't watch any of the streams, to be fair. I'll just watch like little clips here and there that are funny pulls. But
yeah, I kind of get it, but because again, if you're doing like the ones that are only like $2, I know minimum is, then if you have a sizable audience, you're doing nothing but reading super chat. So you kind of have to put some kind of limit on it, you know what I mean? Or some kind of cap, not cap, the reverse of a cap, I guess.
Oh, well, the way they do it is they'll do like streams, and then they'll do another stream afterwards where all they do is read super chats from the stream.
Oh, gotcha.
So,
yeah,
like,
I guess Nick does that a lot. Nick Mercado does that a lot. Yeah, but it's kind of like the Matt and Blonde. Like, it's got to be $10 and up. Otherwise, again, they're all
They don't read any of, like, they're not reading your $2 or your $5 donation. If you want that stripper to get noticed, you got to be throwing at least like a 20 down.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like Matt Christensen, like fucking. Because again, they're going to be bombarded. Well, they actually read them during the show too. Like, they don't do separate streams. So
well, they'll take a break here and there and read like 5 or 6 super chats at a time. And they do it in a good way. I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. I just, you know, it's not something I would be comfortable with because it would make me feel too much like a stripper. Like I'm pretending to like people for money. And I can't, it's just not something I can do. I'm not that person.
Yeah, and I don't think Matt was happy to realize that if we're going to be every one, it's all we're. So you almost have to put that $10 minimum. You know what I mean? So you can actually do a show and read super chats.
Oh yeah. You have to discern. Look, some of the people write things that are dreadfully inappropriate for super chats, and I just wouldn't read that. It's like, oh, well, you made an attempt at a whatever particular meme joke of getting somebody to say, like, the N-word or whatever, like, by phonetically writing words together that make you say it. Like, oh, I fell down and broke my knee, grr. You know, like that kind of shit.
Oh shit!
No, I didn't hear you until just now.
You were saying, you know,
I don't think any of what you said went through. I'm sorry. You're completely broken up and roboted
Hey,
out for
signal
me.
strength. Okay. Shit, hold on. Hold on.
All right, quality. Kind of surprised Satan and Satire even showed up in the audience, much less anywhere
Good
else.
night. You're hip. You're hip.
Yay!
Keep that? All right, man. Just want to let you know. Oh, fuck. Can you hear me now? No?
Sort of,
Yes?
yeah.
No?
I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. I am now finally driving home. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
Who knows? It's usually pretty shitty through this section. And then it'll be okay for a mile or so. Then it'll be shitty again.
It
And
is
then
what it
possibly
is.
not shitty.
You know, it's
Yeah.
weird too because you would think like it would work similarly to how clear it is if you're just on the phone. But like the phone signal
Yeah, you
for
would
some
think
reason is a lot clearer than the Discord signal with your cell phone. And ironically, you're breaking up again, obviously. Obviously, they're timing it now just to fuck with you. Actually, it's just about time to end the stream. Honestly, we're only like a few minutes away. I might say.
Fuck. Is it coming through at all now?
You just started coming through. That last sentence was the only one I got.
Alright.
Everything.
Yeah, I wasn't saying much for that, so maybe that's a good sign.
Fair enough. Well, I was saying it's just
Yeah,
about time
somebody
to
tried-
end the stream anyway. It might be easier just to cut it now.
Yeah, I guess so. It is
Yeah, we'd
almost
normally
6,
only be
right?
going for like 5 more minutes. That's why I'm saying like it'd probably be
Yeah.
easier to cut it
I
off
just
now.
cut it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little
Yeah,
too frustrating with the roboting for like the last 5 minutes to then end it after that. Be kind of like
Yeah. All right. So, yeah.